Hey, what is going on, tribe? It's Red again, just hitting you guys up with another video. If you're new to my channel, welcome. So guys, I don't know if I've done a video about this, but I'm going to just do it again. I can't remember if I have or not, but I just woke up with the insight about doing it because obviously I'm going through the process now of regrowing my hair. And a lot of people don't understand the actual power of your own hair. Like in tribes and native people and stuff, they all grow their hair out long. Even like in India and stuff, Indians they're like also one of the original people to grow their locks, because they know once the hair starts matting together and stuff, it's got power to it, should I say. And your hair is also an extension of your nervous system. So that's one thing. And another thing is basically your hair is your antenna to source. People, that's why in prisons and stuff, that's why they just shave your hair off, because to say hello to random people and that, because they see them on the thing and that. But yeah, that's why in prisons and in the army and stuff, that's why they shave your hair, because these times when you grow your hair, it's your antenna, it connects you to the universe. So once you start growing your hair, you can start getting more clear insight and more downloads from the universe, because you're more open and receptive, should I say, which is cool. Because the first time I grew my dreads, I started growing them in 2018, and I ended up cutting them in 2020. But what I noticed was when I started growing them, when I was in the process of growing them, because it's a whole journey in itself. Like starting off, not knowing how they're gonna turn out, what to expect, even though I've done the research. And you have to go through the different stages of like them unraveling, them budding, them dropping down, and then washing them, and it's a whole journey in itself, which is pretty cool. And it can be you just got with the dreads, with the dread journey, the lock journey, should I say. It's a whole journey in itself. So obviously I'm on my healing journey, and I was just kind of intuitively guided to just grow my hair. It was like a calling. When I went to Canada in 2018, it was like, I got like a download or some insight. It was like, you need to grow your hair. So I was like, alright, cool. So I started growing it, and I ended up growing it and having dreads. I had them for about a year and a half, about a year and a half, should I say. But I wasn't taking good care of them. No, it's not that I wasn't taking good care of them. I just didn't actually know what to do with them. But the actual journey in itself was actually fine. But what I realised growing them was as soon as they, not actually as soon as they locked up, but through the whole journey in itself, I was just getting clearer insight. Like, I was getting downloads from like the universe, like stuff that I didn't even know about. I was more open to different things. Like before, I'm not just blaming the dreads for this, but obviously I got to a certain point in my journey, my spiritual journey, where I was meditating and doing certain things, and my practices just felt like it come to like a standstill. But then as soon as I started growing my dreads or whatever, I started getting more insight on ways to expand my consciousness, should I say. So once I started growing them, plant medicine started coming into the picture. Like, I started getting more clearer signs and downloads and stuff that could help me on my journey. And I believe that it was getting, I was more, because of the dreads and the hair, I was more open and receptive to receive that information. But that was my first time growing dreads. But I've always intuitively had hair. Since I was like 13, 14, I started growing my hair. And I've always basically had hair my whole life. And then I shaved it and then regrew it. I've always had hair. But what I do know from having the locks and then to shaving them, I was like, it felt like you know the story of Samson and Delilah in the Bible, where he gets his power from his hair, and then he shaves his hair, and then she makes him shave his hair, and then he loses his power. It was something like that, me shaving my dreads. It just felt like I was kind of disconnected from source. I lost something when I shaved them, and it was very noticeable. Like my insight and intuition and my downloads and things just wasn't as clear as they used to be, or it was distorted, and I was like, oh, it's the bloody dreads. It had to be the dreads. But and then as soon as I started growing them back now, it's like I've come back online, should I say, which is very interesting. So there is power to having dreadlocks. It's not also dreadlocks. It's hair in general, but when the hair mats together, there's power in the hair matting together, like in tribes and like native people, like even like I was saying, like India, like if you go to India and stuff, they lock their hair as well. So it's not just a black thing. So I found that interesting. But yeah, it's a whole journey in itself. But there is actually power to it. And if you're thinking about starting your lock journey, I would say go for it, man, because there's a whole journey in itself, and it's a journey in itself. Yeah, and if you're being called to do it, I would just say go for it, because it doesn't matter if you're black or white as well, is what I'm saying. Because I don't know, it just seemed to kind of help me on my journey get more clear insight and be open more and receptive, because it is literally your antenna and stuff. If you look at like tribes in like Africa and stuff, they have like, they let their hair freeform, and they get all these like mad shapes and design of the hair, just letting it naturally do what it wants to do. When you do that, that's when you get you get clearer insight. But obviously in the westernized world and stuff, it's different. Like, yeah, I wouldn't freeform my hair. So yeah, I just get it twisted and stuff. But yeah, I did notice the change when I shaved my hair. I wasn't open. I didn't feel as open as I did, more connected to the universe. I wasn't getting as many downloads. I wasn't getting insight. Yeah. So it's just a little video about hair and how it is your antenna to the universe, so you can receive downloads and insight and get information. And you shouldn't actually cut your hair, because it's an extension of your nervous system, which a lot of people don't actually know. What else was I going to say? But yeah, so yeah, I'm basically just I think I'm like 3-4 weeks into my lock journey again, and even just them 3 weeks in, yeah, my intuition and insight and the downloads and stuff that I've been receiving have been pretty mad. So yeah, it's yeah, you just gotta trust the journey. And if you're thinking about starting your lock journey, just go for it, man, because yeah, it's a journey in itself. And if you're already on your kind of your inner path, that's kind of another journey to kind of assist you with that, should I say. It sounds really weird, it's hard to explain, but yeah, I feel by me having dreads is actually assisted me on my inner journey and my spiritual journey, should I say. Yeah, and it's just a calling. Like, I've just been, like I was saying, in 2018 I was called, like I just had this internal calling to grow my hair, dreadlock it, and then obviously I shaved it because I was over twisting them and I didn't actually know what to do with them because it was my first time. But this time around, yeah, we're going to do it properly and see how it goes. I'm not sure how long I'm growing them, but my hair is due a wash soon as well. I'm going to be doing it all natural, so I ain't going to be using soap and stuff. And I might do a little video on that when I do that, maybe next week or so. But yeah, it was just a little video about your hair, and it's an antenna, and how in certain, like if you go prison or to the army, they shave your hair to disconnect you from source. But yeah, it's only a little video anyway. But peace, love and light, tribe, and hope everyone has a good start to their week. And I'm going to probably hit you guys up with a little reading afterwards, just doing some running around. But yeah, hope everyone has a good day.